in riot gear moved in quickly, grabbed a couple of protesters and moved back without breaking their formation, a move that was repeated several times. Protesters had briefly blocked traffic and police had warned them with a bullhorn to clear the street before moving to arrest them. Rasheen Aldred Jr., director of Youth Activists United and the only young member of the newly appointed Ferguson Commission, called the police tactics unnecessary.
For what? Riot gear and everything, it doesn't make sense.
Between 50 and 80 people had gathered outside the Ferguson Police Department Wednesday night to demand that Darren Wilson, a white police officer, be indicted for shooting and killing unarmed black teenager Michael Brown last August. A grand jury decision on the matter is expected in a few days. Even though protesters in relatively smaller numbers gather outside the police headquarters daily, situation has not escalated this far for over a month. The Ferguson Police Department refused to comment on Wednesday night's incident. The situation in the area remains tense. Many local shops have boarded up their fronts. Schools have announced plans for early closures or shutdown when the grand jury decision is announced. Authorities fear that if Wilson is not indicted, the protests can turn violent. The governor of Missouri has declared a state of emergency and activated the National Guard to plan for any contingency. Protesters contend that authorities are creating a sense of hysteria.
If you look, you see peaceful protests. So what is the reason for the state of emergency? But if you look over here, I mean, the police are in SWAT gear, in riot gear for no reason. So they're the ones that the governor need to be trying to talk to, not the peaceful protesters over here.
He did admit, however, that outside agitators may try to incite chaos.
Take it to the streets!
Protests in the immediate aftermath of Brown's death had turned violent. Ayesha Tanzeem, VOA News, Ferguson.